When you need her, she'll know what to do and she'll be there for you. Where you will lead her, there's nothing Adele couldn't think of to do. She's all you ever needed in the wrong situation. You're caught in the middle, no way of escaping. Till out of the blue she runs into you. There's nothing that she couldn't do. She's the travel counselor.
Hi, Charles.
Hi. Dad's just under the garden there.
Okay, no worries.
We'll see you soon.
Okay. Hi, John. How are you today? Is this where you wanted me to sit?
Yes.
It's so beautiful in here.
Isn't it?
So you got mandarins?
Yes, yes. It's a project that Dad and I did many years ago.
Oh, I really love it. This is really relaxing. Yeah. Yeah.
One can lose himself. In
Yeah.
the space.
Yeah, it's nice. I guess I requested to have a one-on-one with both of you because sometimes I think when everybody's got their own tension and their own stress, it's very hard to talk about the things you want to talk about. So I guess this is an opportunity for you to talk to me about how you're feeling deep inside about everything and to see what you really want.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's very sad to see Dad in his current state, you know. We spent so much time together when I was young, and we did, you know, a lot of fishing. He used to do all the repairs around the house, and you know, and if I had a problem with plumbing, he'd fix the plumbing at the house. So, so I miss that connection very much, and yeah, so to see him not eating and losing weight,
it's very upsetting for you.
It can be.
Yeah.
Well, it is upsetting.
Because I know that we talked about outer abuse last week, but I know on the surface it can look like that. But I'm wondering what's the cause of the aggression or the anger?
Well, I think it's probably the fact that seeing Dad the way he is, and not having the patience.
Yeah.
And plus, I've got, you know, family issues at home as well.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's all building together. I can't agree with Marg because, I mean, as I said, Dad would have been better off in the home.
Yes.
To get that care and not having the stress that we're facing at the moment. I think that's contributed towards this situation.
And having a wife who's unwell or has
Correct,
a disability,
yes,
that
yes,
must
yes.
be a lot of pressure on your shoulders. So I understand how this is an extra pressure, but I've got a feeling that you're also grieving, and everybody handles grief in a different way. So your dad has got dementia, you've seen him decline, and that can actually, like you said, he used to be so strong and do repairs around the house. So I can understand how that must really be deeply affecting you. And I believe that you could actually be grieving, and that grief is also causing the impatience, because maybe you just, all the time you look at him, it upsets you, and then that turns to anger. Do you think I'm on the right track, or do you think I'm...
Probably, well, I've never looked at it that way. Perhaps, yes, as you've explained it, the way you've explained it, probably makes sense why I'm moody, because I'm not moody at home.
That's what really struck me last week, is because Margaret said it's only with your dad.
Yes, I'm not moody at home, nor at work. I get on fine with a lot of people at work.
Yeah.
And when Dad and I are alone, we tend to communicate about the old days, but I think it's just when Margaret's in there, it's just everything gets sort of... I wonder if you can hear me what I'm saying, Dad. I miss the days when used to come over and fix our leaky kitchen tap, the bedroom door that wouldn't close properly. I used to enjoy watching you do those tasks, you know, just look up to you. Still do. But they were the days. I miss those days, Dad. Wish I could do more. Anyway, it's the way it is. Anyway, let's go for a walk. What do you think? Right, let's go. Margaret will be here soon, so we'll just go. There we go. You right there? Yeah.
So your dad can actually talk to you. Does your dad go up and down, or does he sometimes communicate with you, or?
Well, not often, but sometimes.
Okay, so sometimes you can tap in.
We can have it. Yeah,
you can get your dad
and talk about the old days.
Right. So when that happens, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel like we're back there, you know. So we're having our life back, so to speak.
Okay. So you don't feel that anger, that kind of.
No.
Right.
No.
And what about days where he's not responsive?
Well, it becomes frustrating.
Right.
Yeah. It becomes frustrating because he's not acting the way he was a couple of days earlier.
Yeah.
And the way he was, as I said, in his earlier years.
There you go. And that's what I think's happening is on those non-responsive days, so he's not eating, that's not the dad you know. Because the dad you know, would he have eaten?
Yeah, well, that's right.
You know,
yeah.
it's probably, in the culture, you know, food is a big part of family life and getting together. So maybe you've never struggled with your dad eating, but now you do, and it reinforces that grief. So I guess it's how do we manage that? There are many different ways to handle grief, and I really believe that it would be really beneficial for you if you could research what to do with grief, and then it will better prepare you when all the time you see your dad emotionally how to deal with it.
Okay.
All right. So could you Google for me or for yourself,
Yes.
but Google how to deal with grief. So there's many different things that you can do, and you've just got to find a way that's going to suit you.
Okay.
All right. So instead of taking the anger approach when your dad's kind of not responsive, maybe you can put some of those strategies in place to calm yourself and soothe yourself and just tell yourself everything's going to be okay. What do you think of that?
Well, it sounds like it's an alternative, a start.
Yeah. And I'm more than happy to have a session with you about grief and loss. If you want further help, I'm even happy to come and meet your wife, happy to come to your house and talk to you all about it. But I think there's more to you than the anger. I think it's definitely grief.
Okay.
All right?
Well, there's something to think about.
Yeah. So is it all right if I talk to Margaret for a little bit as well?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you. Do you want to get her for me?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
She's the travel counselor.
Hi, Margaret.
How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you.
I
Beautiful
absolutely
day.
love this space. It's so beautiful. It's so
It's-
tranquil.
yeah,
I could
it
stay here all
really-
day.
yeah, it's like a little paradise. The gardens are
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
So I've just had quite a big talk to your brother, and I guess I would like to do the same with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Because sometimes when you're together, you may not be able to really express yourself the way you would like to. And yeah, I guess I would like to know in a deeper sense, how are you feeling about everything? All the changes to your family, just how you're coping in general.
Okay, so ask away.
So basically, when your dad was in a nursing home, how did you physically feel and emotionally feel?
Physically, I suppose I have to admit it was easier, of course. Emotionally, it was very tough. It's hard to see your parent in a place like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's it in a nutshell. It's just
Yeah.
very hard to see. And I felt guilty. You know, that he was there, I should
Yeah.
be looking after him.
I kind of had a feeling that might have been the case, that a big part of this is guilt. And the reason why I felt that is because it's a very common feeling for people to feel when they see a parent in a nursing home. It's the last place they want them in. But I want you to understand that it's not your fault that you've got to do that. It doesn't mean you're a bad daughter. It does not make you a bad child. All it is you're providing your dad with the care that he needs. Okay, so it was a kind of peace of mind a little bit when he was in the nursing home.
Yes, until I saw that he wasn't being cared for as he would be at home.
Yeah.
Well, as I wanted him to be at home.
Yeah. So you feel like he's getting better care here?
In the sense that I'm here on the spot, I can see when he needs something, but then I'm hamstrung because I can't do the things that, you know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
help me. I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
I'm caught.
This is what I've got another suggestion for you. Okay, so I know that we talked about the assessment team. That's one option. All right. The other option is if you put your dad back in the nursing home, but you visit regularly, and you can help the nurses make sure that he's fed, and you can help.
But I
But
was
it's not-
visiting regularly.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole thing, that I saw what was missing, and when I asked them, they said we just don't have enough staff. Well, I understand that, and that's, you know, I get that. And look, he could stay at home here if Charles would just be more.
Yeah. Do you understand, if you put yourself in Charles's feet, can you understand that he has pressures at home with his wife?
Yeah, I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. But you know, dad's his dad. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and his wife's his wife. So if his wife has got a disability and he's got children, I can understand the pressure that he would be under, which could possibly be causing the anger as well, the frustration.
Look, what bothers me probably most of all with Charles is I understand his situation. I do get it.
Yeah.
But it's like he doesn't care. He just doesn't seem to understand that I'm under pressure from the other side, in a different perspective, different way, and he doesn't care. He just doesn't understand. He just gets angry. It's like he hates me, and he's my big brother.
He does not hate you, Margaret. I think on the outside, it's easy. I think it's easy to. That's what it might look like to you, but
Sorry.
I've had. It's okay. I've had a talk to your brother, and we'll talk a bit later together. There's deeper things happening to him. It's
What?
on the surface, it looks like he's being selfish and a bully, and he doesn't love you, and he doesn't care. But when you dig deeper, which we'll talk together in a minute, there's actually something different going on. Okay, I'll explain it to you when we're together. But I am worried about your dad receiving the care that he needs, and I'm worried about you. Not that you can't do it, but I'm worried about your health as well. You don't have a lot of support around you, and that worries me. All right. So are you okay if we go inside and we'll talk together with
Sure.
Charles? And
Daddy.
yeah, I can help you with that.
Okay.
And we'll bring him inside. Yeah, sure. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yep. we'll go inside and we'll talk. I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Mum and Dad, we're going to take you in, Papa.
She's a travel counselor.
Charles, put Dad here so he's
Yeah, Dad.
Dad, listen, you can watch the TV, darling, okay? You watch the TV while we talk.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you one-on-one. I actually have learnt a lot about you in that time. So I think what happens in these situations is sometimes people come, on the surface, people come across a certain way. But when you look deeper, there's something else going on. Are you both okay if I talk freely about or openly about what we kind of discussed? Because I think it will help, it will give you both an insight on each other and each other's behaviours. All right? So I know, Charles, your sister has kind of explained about your angry response to your dad, how you peer over him and you, maybe bully him or scare him or, kind of get it a bit intimidating to your dad. And you've explained, that your sister has just, without asking, pulled your dad out of, of the care, getting the care that he really needed, and you're quite upset about that.
Now you turn up.
What's going on?
Can you not see? Could you not get
Don't
here
breathe
earlier?
down my neck. I've just had the boss. I had to leave work early to come here. What's the story?
I can't
I've
help
got the
it.
boss
You were
breathing down my
supposed
neck.
to
I've got to be
be early. I had
here.
to do everything on my own. For God's sake, can you not see?
I might have a job when I get back now. What's going
I have a
on?
problem. You promised you were going to be here early. I need help. I can't
couldn't
do
get away.
this.
Why, you should have left them in the home. How many times have I told you?
I couldn't leave him in a home. They're not looking after.
Yeah,
Can you just get your...
No, you should have left them in the home. Then I wouldn't be taking time off work. I'm building up
Charles,
anxiety here.
Charles,
I'm stressed.
Charles,
Enough.
I'm stressed. I need help. I can't do this on my own.
Well, you should have left them at the
No, I
home.
couldn't do that.
Yeah.
We're not going around in circles. For goodness sake, make some sense.
Yeah, what's going on?
If you say you're going to be here.
Well, I just can't just drop everything.
I don't care. You
I
promised
just
to be
had
here.
the
Be
bo-
here on time. Don't
Look,
do this to me.
I just had the boss on the
It's
phone.
not my problem.
Dropping
this
off
is my
the-
problem. This is your problem.
It's your problem for getting me out of the home.
You know you're a broken record.
Oh, goodness me. And you sound like a parrot. Dad, what's going on here? Hey?
Don't leave. Don't talk to him. Leave
What?
him alone.
Well, he's making it difficult for you. Why are you
He's
making
not making it difficult. It's not his fault. It's your fault. You said you'd be here.
Oh, now it's back to my fault.
Yes.
You should have left him back at the home. Dad, what's going on? Hey?
So what I've learnt about you both is that Margaret, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Margaret's been feeling very guilty. She's had a guilty response to putting your dad into care. And this is why she kind of, found a reason why to take him back out. And it's kind of, it feels better for your sister to have your dad home where she can look after him. All right? And in your, with you, for you, it's been grief. You've been suffering grief because, you see your dad differently now. You used to do things with your dad, fix cars, you used to fix the house, and your dad was always very strong, and to see him like this has really affected you deeply, and that there's a grief because it's that realization that your dad will never be the way he used to be. Does that help you understand each other a little bit more? No, you're saying no, Margaret?
I just I had no idea that was how you felt. I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, never thought.
Yeah, I think you're both. No, Margaret, it's okay. Don't feel upset. I know these things are very sensitive. Okay, and sometimes I think you're all in survival mode.
So could I just wanted to be my big brother. I'm sorry.
You're just doing too much. You're just doing everything at once.
But why didn't you talk to me?
Well, I just couldn't. I just could see Dad being there, getting upset. I just wanted him to be at the home.
I thought you didn't care.
Because you were doing too much. You were trying to do everything for everyone, and I could see that was a toll, and I couldn't help because of my issues. And I thought, well, the best way was to put him in a home, you know.
I'm sorry.
You know.
So Margaret, in light of this information, how are you feeling now? Because I know you told me one-on-one you thought your brother didn't love you. This is actually quite opposite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's this?
sorry.
Hey, mate.
So maybe what I would love for you to do this week is to sit seriously and talk about this home care. I want you to let go of your guilt, okay? Try to look at either people coming in to help you out or putting your dad back in the nursing home to get the care. You can maybe keep a sharper eye on what's going on, and you could continue to speak up and to be aware of what's happening. Maybe, Charles, you can help as well, knowing if your dad's not getting fed, maybe there's a bigger part you can play in that as well. But have a really deep conversation without getting angry, without getting upset, about what is right, not for you, what's right for your dad. If you can both do that, let me know next week, and I'm happy to support your decision.
Okay, we'll arrange a meeting with the nursing people all together. We'll have a good chat about it. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. That's a really good
Yeah.
thing to do. Tell them what your concerns are. Make sure you write them down. Write everything down, what your concerns are, because sometimes when you enter those type of meetings, you can get flustered or maybe forget or emotional, and then you can leave the meeting saying, oh, I forgot to tell them this, I forgot to tell them that. So write it down first, and that way you're not going to be under so much pressure. Your dad is such a beautiful man, and he's going to get the help, he needs. You know?
Oh, it's what's best for Dad, really.
Yeah, and you two can bond as well and not be so frustrated and pressured.
Yeah.
All right? So I'll make another appointment with you for next week, and you can let me know how you're going with it.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
All right.
Ta.
See you later.
Thank you so much.